Party people, happy Faith Focus and Follow Through Friday. This is a quick motivational morning message. I believe motivation is a lot like taking a shower. You got to do it on a consistent basis in order for it to have some long term impact. Sometimes we get caught up in the feel good of the moment, we get caught up in the feel good of the message. And as David Goggins has said, you can make a lot of really big life decisions while you're sitting on the couch, sipping on a warm cup of coffee. And when it comes time to putting the boots to the ground, you're not necessarily having the same level of excitement and energy as you did when you made the decision from the couch. A lot of times we end up becoming spectators in a participation sport. Life is a participation sport. So we have to really be engaged at a level of activity and actions. And we wait for our emotions to generate and drive the activity. And you'll hear people say, and I've said it too in my life, I don't feel like it. Of course, you're not always going to feel like it, but I need you to act like it. And so when you act like it, a lot of times the feeling will work to catch up with the action. And this is where people get trapped. This is where people get stuck. Because as I look outside right now, and it's kind of overcast, it's cold, it's approaching 7 degrees outside, it's snowy, it's not fun. And who wants to enthusiastically jump up and run outside? Well, if you jump up enthusiastically and run outside, then I guarantee you're going to have an energetic shift in your body because you're making a decision and then you're following through on your decision regardless of how you're feeling. And this is where we have to really decide that we're going to be the masters of our own domain. Most often, our minds are telling us what to do instead of us telling our minds what to do. And so if you're sitting around waiting for a moment of inspiration, you're sitting around waiting for just the right time, all the things to be lined up, there's never a right time to do a difficult thing. You have to make a decision and then make that decision right. You have to make a commitment and then keep your commitment to your commitment, understanding that it's the action that drives the emotion, not the emotion that drives the action. If you are waiting for the emotion to drive the action, then you're an emotional person. And that means that you're weak. It means that you're susceptible to your feelings. It means that you base your decisions not on things that are systematic, not on principles and values. You're basing your decisions on your emotions and your feelings. Now, how many times in your life have you looked back and you said, man, I made an emotional decision. I lost my temper. I cussed somebody out. I made a decision based on my feelings. I had intimate relations with someone that I had no intentions of being in a relationship with. I allowed my feeling of feeling good at happy hour, and I woke up the next morning with a terrible hangover and my body feels like crap. I allowed my feeling of wanting to escape the pain of my reality, and so now I'm getting high all the time because it allows the behaviors being driven by the feeling. And I'm submitting to you that you have to lock in on your value system and your principles. And if you're not clear on what they are, then take some time. Take some time to really cultivate and develop with clarity what are my values and my principles that I am committed to living by. So that when those feelings come in, and they will, when those emotions start to rise, and they will, you can fall back on your principles and your values. You see, sometimes we start to have the temperature rise in a situation, and then we say, hold on, before this goes somewhere that we can't come back from, I'm going to pause it right here. And we're going to come back and revisit this conversation so that cooler heads can prevail. That's a principled, valued decision that's not run by the feelings. That's you telling your mind what to do instead of your mind telling you what to do. So I encourage you on this day to be moved and driven by the actions based on the commitment that you made from the centering of your values and your principles and your greatest aspirations, regardless of how you feel. You all have heard the phrase, stay out your feelings, ain't no money in there. Stay focused on the task at hand. Do the work, do the actions, and let the emotions follow the actions, whatever those emotions may be, because you're not even going to feel like always being 100% on your A game, but you still got to show up and produce. You still got to show up and execute. And that's what you're going to be focused on, because you're living a principled, valued centered life, telling your mind what to do instead of your mind telling you what to do, because your mind knows all the booby traps and knows how to trip you up, knows how to mess you up, knows how to get you stuck on ego. Your mind will mess you up if you let it. So stay on point, stay on task, and thanks for tuning in for this morning motivational message, because just like taking a shower every day, we got to have that motivation every day in order for it to stick. Have an awesome faith, focus, and follow through Friday. Oh, and by the way, like and subscribe, and please share this quick message if you got some value from it.